Alright, welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time, we found a safe that had been messed with, and we found these books were also messed with a couple times, and it looks a little shady. Anyway, just before we left, I noticed what's going on over here with this, like, there's something over here. So I'm gonna look at that and see what's up with that. This... What is that? Why does it say gumshoe there in blood? I'd say it's some incredibly incriminating evidence. Yes, an indicative of criminal activity indeed. No, wait, there's gotta be some mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me. Please say something, sir. It appears that one of my files was stolen. Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation? That's what the killer was really after. Okay. Oh. Investigation complete. It's done. Looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. The most important message meant to reach us. I'm telling you, it wasn't me! You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. We're going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, and certainly hope you have some proof to back it up. Jim's words, they're more than enough, wouldn't you say? That's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning. You got it. I don't like this one bit. There's something strange with this man's attitude. There must be some sort of flaw to his logic, waiting for me to dig out. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you gonna do? What I always do in court. I'm gonna cross-examine him. You don't always do this. You don't do this at all, in fact. You've done this like once. That was a special case. You're not the one who cross-examines. You're the one who is cross-examined. That doesn't make sense. Anyway. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in this logic with this technique. Oh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir? No. Fine. Alright, first I listen to the witness's testimony. I find a flaw in the testimony, that contradicts the evidence. I open the organizer and present the piece of contradictory evidence. Print something, I simply touch the present button. That's old news. But it's not like there's gonna be a flaw in their testimony every time, right? Correct, and those times you need to press the witness by touching the press button. Sometimes by pressing, I draw out new information, or a new modified testimony. Yeah, I get it, sir. I'll be sure to try this technique out during investigations too. Very well, even show you how it's done. Now watch carefully. Argument, okay. Mr. Portsman's logic. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun and shot him dead. Before you messed up the files and made it look like you committed the theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body was sitting in front of that bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. Now by his final words, you'll be brought to justice. You tend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer. I can hear Chip's voice. He's calling for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in this man's logic and expose it with credible evidence. Rebuttal. Okay. Well, that's okay, fine. Okay. That doesn't seem to make sense. Hold it! Do you really think it was necessary to shove on myself twice to do that? That's true. Okay, maybe his real intent was theft. Hey, are you accusing me of stealing something, Mr. Edgeworth? It's a possibility. Maybe your salve has been cut so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle. Let me know that I eat 3 square meals a day, pal. Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but... Poor thing, what an evil prosecutor you're paired up with. And what a motive, no? Move the body. Hold it! No Detective Gumshoe do such a thing. Because the body was getting in his way. You had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway. Didn't notice the bloody letters. What do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters? The body was covering quite well, wouldn't you say? That's how I missed it. Judging by what I've seen, it doesn't take much for a detective to miss something. Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal. There's not a person can understand another from first impressions alone. I can't say I disagree with him on that point. Why don't you say something, sir? Not you, sir. Not you too, sir, Mr. Edgeworth. Despite his lack of attention, not detail, I don't believe the detective to be the culprit. But we can overlook the bloody letters. I can prove it, with evidence. Couldn't ask for a better setup. For the game-finishing spike. Do you play volleyball too? Anyway, I see the problem here. Because, there's one missing. There's also bloody letters there, like, you would see that if you were stealing that one in particular. Objection! Do the little head shake thing. Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there's a serious flaw in your logic. Heh, bring a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem, I'm game. Can't help but find it odd. Excuse me? Odd that a fellow prosecutor brought down by the power of his own office. What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking. I get it. Ah ha ha. If you have time to the left, then you have time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible. What's impossible, Mr. Portsman? Nothing. Files on the shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines. Oh, nice. It's possible they could have taken the file without committing the murder. I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters in the detective's name where this file should be is proof. Yeah, I mean, the S is gone. There's only half an H. Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case. I doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood. Ugh. What exactly is that? Which means... What exactly? What is that? What is like this dying message? Makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. That's so low, I can't believe a criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. Alright, I get him, sir. You'll see. I'm under arrest in no time. Well, Mr. Portsman? Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Logic deserving of Olympic gold. Appreciate the praise, but it changes the fact your reasoning is flawed. Meh, you win some, you lose some. That's how it goes. Glad everyone's so cheery, even though I feel more dead than alive. Whoa, that's a little serious, Gumshoe. You okay? That's a little much. But you know, it was really a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up, however. What do you have to say? What is it this time? You so after me, pal? Give me for a second. Who has the key to this office? That would be me. But the judge just proved that I'm innocent, pal. Why? What is the point of this? Why did you put your jacket on and then flex it and then put it on again? That's absolutely right, and I acknowledge your innocence. What a sense you still have something to say. Why? What's the point of this? Well, I was thinking, do you think there's one other person with the key to this office? Do you know that there's one other person? Why are you playing with your jacket? It's so weird. Hey, you there. Yes, sir, what is it, sir? Will you kindly fetch that escort that young lady here for me? A lady? The girl's a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness. Security? Did you say security? No! Stop it, pal, don't! What's wrong with them all of a sudden? Hello. I believe she needs no introduction. I've called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security. Hi, Maggie. How you doing? It's been a while. I don't have a friend to be a girl voice, so oh well. Detective Gumshoe, sir. Maggie. Miss Bird is security guard on watch tonight. Let's see, and your point is? My point is, she could have very well have used it. By it, I mean the master key, which can open all doors in this building. What? If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird. How dare you! I would never sneak into someone's room. That's right, I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me, that's right, I did it. Let me take that as a confession, Detective. Well, it really wasn't me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it was, then you have no problem with that, right? Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Theatrics like this man constantly putting his jacket on and taking it off. For no reason. But, whatever. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. As I take my jacket off and put it on again and take it off again. That girl's the only one who committed the crime, and for one simple reason. Reason for suspicion. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird stuck into your room using the master key. I mean, Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened this door. Then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. That doesn't seem... well, I mean, maybe. They're saying that she used the master key. Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say? That's what you claimed about the events earlier as well. That was then, this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. If there's anyone else than Miss Bird that could use the master key, seems the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me the details is to press him. Okay. First of all, I want to have a look at that key. Can open every office doors controlled by security staff. I can look at it. Why, I don't know. Let's investigate every office in the building. What's on the back? Nothing. This is just for fun, I guess. I don't know. Okay. I guess I'll just press everything for now. Are you sure, Miss Bright is the only member of security who could have used the master key? There's only one person that's left this time of night, and tonight she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird? That's, true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir. Wasn't able to? What's that supposed to mean? Yes, moving on. I hate to get sidetracked with something unrelated. What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal. You can't really trust her not to tell lies, plus I hate wasting time. Should I hear Miss Bird out? Yes. Give me more details. Not so fast. I too am interested in hearing Miss Bird has to say. Not just say it'd be a waste of time. I don't need to hear her lies. I'll be the judge of that. Miss Bird, if you please. I discovered the master key was missing at around 1 AM, sir. What do you mean by missing? It wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it. Mr. Portsman, I believe this is the important piece of testimony, don't you? I can't believe someone like you would be taken in by such words. I'm not lying, sir. Objection! That's the case, I'd like to know. Why do you have the master key now? I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir. Ha, I like this story. Nor is your proof that he was stolen to begin with. I just forgot where you put it and then found it again. I never lose things. I can barely guarantee that. With me, if something disappeared, usually because someone stole it. Yeah, pal, trust me. You don't want to test how bad her luck is. I mean, you're not wrong. Fortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth. But... You still wouldn't establish Maggie's motive for breaking Mr. Edgeworth's office. Her motive didn't already establish it was theft. I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe. That's Misfortunes says, Detective. I can't know the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. When I'm done taking blows, it's time to counterattack with a few facts of my own. Yeah, problem with that. Only the prosecutors know that. That's it. Stop flexing your jacket, you weirdo. She continues insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something. Why not? It's the truth, after all. It was also by your logic that we came to this whole thievery conclusion anyway. It may be, but as you're aware of the fact the safe is a secret safe. Citizens is only privy to prosecutors. Ah! Been a little hard to believe a hidden safe was part of our cunning plan. But she could have found it by accident when she was turning everything upside down. I highly doubt that. See, the culprit knew exactly where they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and safe were targeted. Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. That means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either. Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor? Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. He's chewing his metal. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now? Curses! Why? What made you? What's with the angry face all of a sudden? It's all my fault. What do you mean? It's Jim. He knew, but the existence of the secret safes. What did you say? We are partners, like inseparable conjoined twins. That's what I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes. Then that means... Yeah, I know, I only have just told them to. Obviously it was wrong of me to tell them. So I can't quite believe it. The thief who broke into your room was probably Jim. I was claiming that the victim was the thief. And you're totally trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Bird. Excuse me? I see what you're getting at now. I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even your risky profession. What the? You're so accused Maggie of murder! Yes, no, I mean, she had some upon Jim has probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it? No, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir. Plus, even if he was the thief, he wouldn't have the key to the office. It was precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say? The Jim has stole the master key. Ah! Pretty impossible to suppose his stolen key to be here with us, unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him. Mr. Portman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief? I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything to make sense. Is he no honor? Nope. Now then, I think we're done here. Devastation awaits for no man. People be so kind to see yourselves out. Why do we have to leave? You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office. Ah, but I'm the one who's assigned to this case. You're all suspects to varying degrees, and therefore ineligible to run this show. Listen, pal, every time I have to say this, Maggie can't be the culprit. Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself. But sir, we have no choice but to accommodate his request. For now. Haha, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. And then if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful. Mark my words, Mr. Portman. We'll meet again. With a former request from the J prosecutor himself, and I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear? Be continued. Alright then. Dude. Alright. On that note, and the 20-minute mark, we will come back next time and see where this goes. Where, I guess, Maggie is the prime suspect, kind of. Well, she is right now, and that's kind of unfortunate. Anyway, next time we'll come back and see what we can do about that. So, till next time.